What's up, Breachers? Unpwned here, bringing you a Necromancer build guide. So the Necromancer is one of only a couple classes where, honestly, the base kit is my favorite. There are other fun, interesting builds to do, mixing it with the Lich or the Reaper, but we're just going to go over base Necromancer for now. Okay, first up on gear, you are going to want the Sacrifice Minion talent, where you no longer require a target, and it causes all Shamblers to explode, causing the damage and healing to happen instantly. As for the other three gear talents, you're just going to go for the flat cooldown and charge a cure rate for the 50% across the board. As for my blue gems, I am using damage resist per team level and flat health. If or when they implement it where you can get 2 of each gem, I would definitely go double health because this build has lots of burst healing, and having a big health pool would be the best bet. For our red gems, we are going with just flat bonus damage because AoE gems are bugged with the Shamblers, and so when your Shamblers explode, they actually do not get the damage increase from AoE gems, so we kind of have to go at flat damage, which is fine. I mean, it buffs everything, so it's neat. For our prismatic gems, we are going with the Frenzied Shambler. Increases the damage and the cooldown on Frenzied Shambler, and the prismatic gem that is pretty crucial in terms of the gameplay for pure Necromancer, Haunting Wraith damage. It increases Haunting Wraith damage and its cooldown, but I'll show you here in a moment why that prismatic gem is important. Now, I tested all of the abilities in the Dark School of Magic, Reaper, Lich, and Necromancer, and I found that Haunting Wraiths with the prismatic gem is the best ability for taking out the little minions and immediately refilling your Shambler ammo. I guess we can call them ammo, I mean, you know. Next up for the abilities, we're using Command Minion. This lets you target an enemy mob and your Shamblers are going to attack them. It also gives you the passive of if you get the final blow on an enemy, it will spawn a Shambler. Next ability is the Sacrifice Minion, which heals you for 500 health and deals 300 AoE damage with some decent impact per Shambler. So if you have 3 of them, you're looking at 1500 heal every time you use it, and about 900 impact damage, which can take out structures pretty nicely. And for our third ability, we are going with Haunting Wraith. This sends out a Wraith in front of you. It does not go across the map. It does have a set length distance. It deals damage and applies a shield to all friendlies, even your Shamblers. So beyond it just one-shotting little guys and refilling your Shamblers, it actually gives some pretty decent damage mitigation for you and teammates as well. For our ultimate, we're just using the Raise Dead, which summons multiple Shamblers. And this adds on to the 3 that you have for your basic, so you can have quite the army of Shamblers. They last for 20 seconds or until they're killed, so you definitely want to wait out the 20 seconds as long as possible before using your Sacrifice ability, which with the talent and the gear causes all of them to blow up at once. So if you have all of your Raised Dead and you have your basic Shamblers all up, you can do insane burst damage and guarantee will heal you to full health when you use Sacrifice Minion. It is so fun to do. Just watching all of the Shamblers blow up is a very satisfying feeling. And last, we have the Frenzied Shambler signature ability paired with the Prismatic Gem. These little suckers hit very hard with high impact. You can annihilate structures with these bad boys, and it's with the 50% cooldown reduction, you normally have at least 1 up at any given time, and it just adds a nice little burst of AoE damage and structure destruction. That sounded weird, but to this kit. That is about it for this guide. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully it helps you out or maybe points you in the direction for your own build. Catch you next time, Breachers!